Hey guys, it's Ihasnotomato here, and welcome back to Ihasnotomato Draws. In this episode, we're going to be drawing some Mario, but specifically Mario Odyssey. Specifically, Bowser from Mario Odyssey. Why? Because I am super looking forward to Mario Odyssey, and as of me recording it right now, at 1:53 AM, it is coming out today, and I'm so fucking excited, dude. Seriously, Mario Odyssey is one of my only two games this year, which were my most anticipated. The other one was Breath of the Wild. So, yeah. I'm a bit of a Nintendroan. I always have been my entire life. But my god, these games look so fucking amazing. And I think that a lot of people will agree with me on that. I am so fucking pumped for Mario Odyssey, seriously. I just... oh my god. I'm going to be giddy with anticipation. I pre-ordered it as soon as I could. And I'm going to pick it up first thing in the morning when I wake up, inevitably. And yeah, gotta be a little bit quiet. Like I said, it is 1:54 AM in this video, but that's, you know, I guess not really unusual for this series. I am generally a bit quiet, a bit more monotone, a bit more calmed down, which I think is a nice contrast to the TF2 videos. Which, if I do sound a little bit off and stuff like that, it is because those TF2 videos. TF2 has literally been my entire life. The last week, like a solid week, definitely 7 days, every day, thinking about TF2, writing things for TF2, playing the game, recording it, editing it, uploading it, reading comments, you know, reading feedback, all that kind of thing, you know, just every day thinking about stuff, all TF2, all of it, my whole mind, body and soul was TF2. And as soon as I was like, this is my last video for the update until I do my review for it, my final thoughts, which will come out like a week or something from now, you know, I was like, okay, now I got to get back into drawing and working on my comic, Cast the Psychopath and stuff like that. And my god, it's a painful fucking transition. It's like, it's borderline on the fence of like artist block or creator's block, whatever have you. Where I just like that transition, that shift of gears, that change of thought process is so jarring that it's really difficult to, you know, get that motivation and, you know, get your thoughts straight. Like all yesterday I was desperately trying every strategy I could to kind of, you know, refocus on my comic and drawing and artwork and stuff like that. You know, and I kept thinking of TF2 stuff. So, and I kind of feel like it might have, I don't know, gone a little bit, translated a little bit into my art here, my art style, my artwork, where I'm going to be 100% honest with you, I don't necessarily think this piece is that great. I mean, I think it's good. I do think it's good, but I do think that there's just something a little bit off about it. And I have a couple theories as to why. I think like one of them definitely is that I think that, you know, I'm a little bit tired. I haven't had like a proper break in a week. Like every day for last week, I've been pretty much going to bed at 4 AM and waking up at 9 AM. And so what's that? That's like 5 hours sleep a night. And, you know, it adds up. And I don't know. My brain is just kind of fried from all this TF2 stuff, and it's just, you know, maybe it's all just kind of coming together and things like that. But I just kind of feel like with this particular piece, I feel like I can do better, is all. But yeah, I have a couple theories. So other than that, is that, you know, I'm drawing Bowser, and Bowser is a very recognizable cartoon character. I say cartoon loosely, obviously he's a video game character, but I'm saying he's technically a cartoon. You know what I mean? A fictional being made through methods, anyway, whatever. And the thing about cartoon characters is, particularly very iconic ones such as Bowser, they are very, very well known and recognizable, to the point of which that, you know, just about anyone can look and go, hey, that's Bowser, and recognize him. And maybe that's what it is that because of that recognition, what's the word I'm trying to think of? I don't know, that level of just people, you know, understanding and knowing and recognizing Bowser, that if he looks just a little bit off, you know, you recognize it, you see it, you go, you know, something's off. And that's sort of what I feel like with this piece. It's like, I don't think that the piece is particularly bad, like it's badly drawn. I just feel like that there's some little bits that just something is off, in my opinion. That just doesn't quite jive with me that well. Just the way I've drawn them in certain ways. I can't quite put my finger on it. Like, I have some theories, but I don't know. And as a result, I'm just a bit more critical of it. But, you know, it's sort of something I've talked about before, and, you know, we'll talk about again. One of the most important things that I could ever tell to any artist is that 9 times out of 10, your most harsh critic will be yourself. And that's just the truth. That's just reality. You will always be the one who sees all the flaws in your artwork, who sees all the things wrong, all the ways you could improve, you know, the little mistakes, the little errors, because you made it. You know, you're the one who's been bogged down in it. You're the one who's literally been in every crack and crevice of this picture, of your artwork, and of course you recognize all the flaws. But you have to understand that not everyone will see it that way. In fact, chances are, like I said, most people won't. 9 times out of 10, probably even like 9.9 times out of 10 actually. So yeah, you know, that's a really, really, really helpful thing, where it's just like, people just don't look at artwork your artwork the same way you look at it, you know. It always actually quite annoys me when that I've known artists in the past who hate their artwork. They absolutely loathe the stuff that they've made, and they just can't stand to look at it. And I've known some people to even burn it, and that just tears me up inside, because like, it's often really, really good, but because they're so bogged down in it, and they, you know, and all of that, they can't accept it, and they destroy a fantastic piece of artwork just because they can't, you know, get past the fact that they see the minor things in it, you know, that only they would see. Things that maybe only affect you. Like, for instance, with me, I just feel like that this particular piece, you know, I personally feel like that my artwork, you know, could be better. You know, I've proven to myself recently that, like, oh, you know, I can be fairly good at this. You know, well, not fairly good at this particular, but, you know, I've improved a bit, you know. And this to me feels like a little bit of a step backwards. But will anyone else notice that? Maybe not, you know. Probably not even, you know. And I'm not trying to sound, you know, cocky or anything like that, but just like, you know, I'm just trying to be real with myself, and I try to help out other artists as well. It's just that, you know, that's just reality for you. Is that artists, you will always be, I'm sorry to repeat it, but you will always be your harshest critic. And there's something to always remember. You look at a piece and you go, looks shit. You might just be the only one who thinks that. But there are ways to remedy this, and one is to take a break, you know, look back on it the next day, and then judge it with fresh eyes. Now that's something that I've always found, and I think that a lot of people might like think this way as well. But, you know, it sounds a bit bullshit, right? You're like, okay, yeah, sure. If I don't think it's great now, why am I going to think it's great in the morning? And, you know, it's interesting because, like, yeah, I agree with that. It's like, I don't quite understand it, but it really fucking does help. It is a real thing where there are so many pieces in the past that I've made and gone, you know, this looks kind of shit. I'm really not happy with the way this is going. I go to bed, wake up next morning, I'm like, actually, I'm really happy with this piece. This looks really, really good. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I do wake up and I go, oh, actually, no, this is as bad as I thought it was. And it's like, okay, let's try and fix that. But that's a different scenario, you know? I'm just saying. It is something worth testing. It is definitely a very, very real thing. This, you know, you gotta go to sleep. You gotta look at it with fresh eyes, you know? Take a break. You know? Getting bogged down in art pieces is something that is a big problem for a lot of artists. You know, they literally spend too much time with it, and therefore they cannot appreciate it for what it really is. You know, they're too close to realize. You know, how can I mean, this is a good metaphor actually. How can you judge an entire picture if you're only looking at it like 2 centimeters away? You know, you gotta give yourself space. You gotta take a step back and look at it. Look at the whole big picture. But yeah, so maybe in the morning I'll be a little bit more you know, happy with this. But I'll tell you what, in the morning I'll be playing fucking Mario Odyssey, which I barely even talked about in this. I just talked about the artwork, which I guess is what I should be doing. I don't know. I have no idea what this series really is. It's supposed to be like a, hey, I'm making artwork and this is my thought process, I guess. But my thought process is about a lot of things. Can you blame me? This is sort of my substitute for when I used to do Let's Plays and just ramble on for 10 minutes. This is literally just that, except it's artwork instead of my Let's Plays. And I still do Let's Plays, by the way. I occasionally get comments of people asking, will you go back to Let's Plays? And the answer to that is, I already kind of am on the AIM Industries channel, which is at the end of every single video as a link and also in the description of every single video. So if you want to watch me playing video games commentary-wise with a friend of mine, go there. How did this video become me shilling out? I don't know. But anyway, that's the piece done, I guess. That kind of flew by. It's kind of surprising. I've re-recorded this video like 5 times because I've been interrupted so many fucking times, despite the fact that it is currently 2:04 in the morning. Ay. Anyway, I've been Ihasnotomato. Hope you guys enjoyed this piece, this artwork. I hope you guys enjoy Mario Odyssey if you're getting it. And I've been Ihasnotomato, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.